In 12.1, which is creating systems of linear equations. So what this is going to be about is basically looking at either verbal descriptions or tables, and then creating a system of equations, and then we're going to do what we learned in the last module, which is solve those systems. So our first one we have is a verbal description. So it says Atomic Stream charges $10 per membership and $1 per download. And Blitz Video charges $15 per membership and 50 cents per download. So we want to know, when will they cost the same? So our first step would be to create videos, or create equations. So for A, Atomic Stream, we would have y equals, and since it's $10 for the membership, keep in mind that's a one-time fee. But the downloads, that's going to be changing based on the number of downloads. So the downloads would have our variable, so we're going to assume that x represents, right, our downloads. So it's $1 per download, and then plus our $10 membership fee. And then for Blitz Video, it charges $15 for the membership and 50 cents per download. So I'm going to say 1/2, because that's the same thing as 0.5, right? And then plus $15 for the membership. So we want to know when they would cost the same. Well, since they're both equal to y, we could actually set them equal to each other. That's technically using the substitution method, right? You're plugging in this value in for y. So we would have, doesn't really matter if I do x plus 10 first or the other part, but we have x plus 10 equals 1/2 x plus 15. And from there, we are going to subtract the 1/2 x. And so we would have x minus 1/2 x, which is 1/2 x, plus 10 equals 15. So what I'm trying to do is isolate the x. And then the next step would be to subtract 10. So I would get 1/2 x equals 5. And now I have 1/2 x equals 5, so I want to get x by itself. So to do that, I would just multiply by 2. So x would equal 10. Now remember, 10 is the number of downloads. So that means after 10 downloads, they would both cost the same amount. And we do want to know what that amount would be. So to figure that out, we could actually just plug in 10 for x, right? So that's pretty easy to see. It's 20. So I am going to kind of write a statement, because we can't just answer the question by saying x equals 10. We want to actually have meaning behind it. So we would say after 10 downloads, both would cost $20. Okay. So both of those pieces of information are important. So 10 downloads would cost $20 for both of them. All right, this next problem we are going over in class, so it's actually like a your turn to practice on your own. So page 535, number 3. So I'm going to go ahead and skip over that one and keep moving on. So again, what we've done so far is look at a system of equations from a situation, and now we're going to go ahead and look at it from a table, which is technically still a situation. So the following table shows rental prices for a paddle board. So I'm going to fill in the rest of this. So we have $1 hour is $14, 2 hours is $19, 3 hours is $24, and then we have a different company, B, that has different prices. So a lot of students actually make a mistake when creating these equations, and I'll kind of talk about why. But our first step is, let's figure out how much are they charging per hour. So in other words, how am I getting from here to here and here to here? So we can easily see that they are charging $5 per hour for company A. And then we're going to do the same for company B. We're adding $3 per hour. So we can easily see that they're charging $3 per hour. But the part that is confusing is if they're charging $5 per hour, why does it say that 1 hour is $14? So in other words, if we do 14 minus 5, why is there 9 extra dollars there? Well, that's because typically when you sign up for something, there's an initial charge, right? The sign up fee, then you'll have an hourly charge. So to get that y-intercept, which is technically the 0th term, we would want to go backwards. So I'm going to subtract 5, which would give me 9. So for company A, our equation would be y equals 5x plus 9. So 5 is referring to the charge per hour, and 9 is like our sign-up fee. And then we're going to do the same thing for B. So B has a $3 charge per hour, but their sign-up fee is a bit more because they're charging $20 just for that 1 hour. And $3 is for that hourly rate, so the rest, $17, must be for a sign-up fee. So now we want to know after how many hours would they cost the same. So what we are going to do is set them equal to each other. So we have 5x plus 9 equals 3x plus 17. And then I'm going to move the x's over. So we would have 2x plus 9 equals 17. And then I'm going to go ahead and subtract 9. So I would have 2x equals 8. Then divide by 2, and x would equal 4. So that means after 4 hours, they would cost the same. Another way we could have done that is actually continue the table, right? If I add $5 here, I would get 29, and if I add 3, I would also get 29, okay? So we want to know, so we know after 4 hours they would cost the same, but we also want to know what would that cost be. So to do that, you could actually just plug it into either equation. I'm just going to plug it into the first one. So it'd be 5 times 4, which is 20, plus 9, which is 29. So I'm going to make my little statement here. So after 4 hours, they cost $29. So they both cost $29. I kind of just abbreviated that. So hopefully that makes sense. And then again, we have one more example, which is on page 537, number 5. So it's very similar to this one, and we will be doing it in class, or we already have if you've already been to class. So I'm going to go ahead and skip that as well, but that is section 12.1.